teams are looking at him with his versatility, his size, his athleticism, his IQ on the interior of the offensive line. Teams are now talking about him being a first round pick. So it matters. Stop blowing off these things. Stop blowing off interviews. Stop blowing off bowl games, because
Mm-hmm.
every opportunity you get to be around NFL teams during this time of year, you a damn fool to not take that opportunity. This young man took the opportunity, and he potentially made himself a few $1 million. 6'5", 325, super athletic, very, very pure, very, very mobile, and looks very comfortable in space for his size. Like I said, I think he handles blitzes and stunts very, very well. We talked about the same thing with Chase Lunt. That's a
Yeah.
testament to an offensive lineman's IQ. How do you handle blitzes and stunts on the move? Because as an
Yeah.
offensive lineman, people don't understand how much these guys got to think on their feet. I think he's a really, really talented player. He's a diamond. He's a gem that took advantage of his opportunity, and now he's a guy that could potentially be a first round pick.
Love Miles Frazier, man. This is a kid, Walt. I think he had coming out of high school, he had 7 offers. And they wasn't elite schools: Rutgers, Bowling Green, Wagner, UMass, Coastal
Yep.
Carolina, Buffalo, Central Michigan, and he finally went to Florida International, and then went to the portal. Had
Yep.
offers from NC State, Ohio State, and Penn State, and before ultimately going to LSU. So I
Yep.
think that this kid was in high demand, man. I really liked. I can't believe he's numbered like 39 on the list per Draft Buzz. Yeah, I like everything about this guy. At 28, damn sure would be, a pick you might want to look at if you're the Lions. And you highlighted the blitzes and stunts. He's great against the blitz, and we know Jared Goff just kills opponents, man, with the blitz. To have a big body in front of him like Miles Frazier on a blitz. I mean, Jared Goff would just be able to tee off on the opposing team, man, defenses. So I think he fits. I mean, this kid's a lion. I mean, he fits, what we do offensively. You know what I'm saying? He's great in the space, for having a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs. You can create space for him. Our run game, Dave Montgomery as well. Man, I like this guy. I really do. And I totally agree with you. I think he might sneak into a late first round pick. You know what I'm saying? I could see, teams really trying to, a good team, that's maybe a playoff team, maybe like Buffalo or somebody that might need, even I keep saying Baltimore because they need to replenish their offensive line a little bit, but screw them because we're talking about the Lions. But I would like to have Frazier, as a line. I wouldn't be upset at this at all because I think him be able to play either spot, at least right now. You can put, Taylor Decker coming back out. Decker is coming back next year. So you can put Miles Frazier on the left guard spot, if whether you sign Zeitler or not, you know what I'm saying, and put him in there, man, and be, or Mahogany or however you want to switch it up and put him on the right side. I think he could be a day one starter. I think that highly of him. I think him and the rest of the guys that we're gonna have could be day one starters to me. So I like this kid, man. I really do. I like I think the athleticism just from Frazier and all of these guys. Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, is it like it seems like everybody's athletic, man, on offensive line? I think it's more so than ever. I
Oh,
think we're
definitely.
seeing a new era in offensive line play, man. Because if you're not athletic, I don't even think you can play in this NFL now in that game of space where
Well, look at who you
the
going
running.
against. That's why, yeah, that's why
Yeah,
when people say athleticism doesn't matter, you crazy. You must not be an athlete yourself. When you look at
yeah,
these athletes at defensive tackle now, like we call them the dancing bears. You got these dudes. I looked at Cam Jackson of Florida. Cam
yeah,
Jackson's every bit of, I think, 6'4", 325. Cam Jackson was out there moving like a tight end.
yeah.
So, and we talked about Graham Glasgow and we talked about Kevin Zeitler at points and times during the season looking overpowered, looking kind of overwhelmed by athleticism.
Yeah,
It's to a point now where the old school guards, we used to call them the security guards, the short, stubby little guards that 6'3", 280, like those days are over with. Look at these guards today. A lot of these guards today are 6'5", 320 plus,
yeah,
athletic as hell. And like I said, his ability to show NFL teams at the Senior Bowl that I can play right tackle if y'all need me to, because I did it at LSU. I've done it in my career seamlessly. If you look at the fact
mhm,
that the patience, you mentioned it with Charles Grant. How patient and how fundamentally sound Miles Frazier is. That's
Yeah.
I think the key thing you look at with tackles. How do you handle chaos? Do you panic? Do you lose your fundamentals? Does your footwork go all out the window? He looks like this is all second nature to him. And that's what you want out of a right tackle. That's what you want out of your offensive lineman, period. Are guys that don't panic under chaos, because you're gonna see, especially in this day and age in the league, these defensive linemen, these defensive coaches, they're gonna call all types of splits, all types of blitzes, all types of stunts. They're gonna figure out ways to manufacture pass rush. So the days of just dropping back and big man blocks other big man, ultimately, that's still kind of what it is at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But you got to be way more athletic and versatile in this day and age, man, as a guard. And this kid, like I said, he earned himself a lot of money, and he could potentially be a first round pick, I think, moving forward. Anything else you want to say about Miles?
No, I just no. I mean, I think the size, 6'5". I don't worry about the size playing guard. I think, I just want to be able to. I think this guy's it could be, like I said, a day one starter. Definitely, he looks the part. You know what I'm saying? Going up against those big defensive inside guys, 6'5". He's perfect guy, man, to me. I think that he's gonna surprise some people. Once I'm glad we're doing this show, because now that you can put the name to the face, is just as well as the helmet, and know that, we talking about him on this show, man. Miles Frazier, a ball player, man. You know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit for this guy. Potential is him. Like the definition, you can put it on him. You know what I'm saying? So.